Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into the world of microscopy with this intriguing little piece of kit, a 4mm wide-angle eyepiece designed for telescopes, but advertised as compatible with microscopes. It's listed as having a 62-degree apparent field of view, promising a more immersive observational experience. The product description emphasizes high-quality materials for durability and stability. And while the brand is listed as generic, they do promise 24/7 customer service. Weighing in at 800 grams, it's surprisingly hefty for just an eyepiece. Let's unpack it and see if the performance lives up to the promises. Right out of the box, the weight is noticeable. It definitely feels substantial, which could be a good sign of solid construction, or it could just be unnecessarily heavy. The metal casing seems robust enough, though it lacks any particular markings or branding. The connection thread appears standard, so hopefully it will fit most common microscope models. The description mentions meeting various experimental needs, so I'm curious to see how it performs under different magnification levels. Now, for the moment of truth, testing it on an actual microscope. I'll be trying this eyepiece with a few different prepared slides, ranging from plant cells to microorganisms, to get a sense of its clarity and field of view. First up, a standard onion skin slide. Okay, initial impressions are mixed. The wider field of view is definitely noticeable compared to my standard 10x eyepiece. However, there seems to be a slight decrease in sharpness around the edges. The center of the image is reasonably clear, but the periphery suffers from a bit of distortion. Switching to a more complex slide with diatoms, the limitations become more apparent. The finer details of the diatom frustules are a bit harder to resolve with this eyepiece. It's not terrible, but it doesn't quite match the crispness I'm used to. The wider field of view is helpful for navigating the slide and finding specific areas of interest, but the trade-off in sharpness is noticeable. Let's try pushing the magnification a bit further. With a 40x objective lens, the image becomes significantly dimmer, which is expected with a higher magnification, but the image quality also degrades further. The edge distortion becomes more pronounced, and the overall image appears somewhat washed out. This eyepiece seems better suited for lower magnification observations where the wider field of view is more beneficial. So, the big question, is this 4mm wide-angle eyepiece worth it? It's a tough call. On the one hand, the wider field of view is genuinely useful for scanning slides and getting a broader perspective. The build quality seems decent, and the weight suggests some level of robustness. However, the trade-off in image sharpness, particularly at higher magnifications, is a significant drawback. If you're primarily working at lower magnifications and prioritize a wider field of view, this eyepiece might be worth considering. But if image clarity and detail are your top priorities, you might be better off sticking with a standard eyepiece. The 800-gram weight remains a mystery. It doesn't seem to contribute to any noticeable improvement in stability or performance. Perhaps it's just an unintended consequence of the materials used. The lack of branding and limited information about the manufacturer also make it difficult to assess the long-term durability and reliability of this eyepiece. The promised 24/7 customer service is a nice touch, but hopefully you won't need to use it. Overall, this 4mm wide-angle eyepiece is a bit of a mixed bag. It offers a wider perspective, but compromises on image quality, especially at higher magnifications. It might be a suitable option for casual microscopy or educational purposes where a wider field of view is advantageous. However, for serious scientific work or detailed observations, a higher quality, standard eyepiece would likely be a better investment. As always, the best choice depends on your specific needs and priorities. Let me know in the comments what you think, and if you have any experience with this particular eyepiece. Thanks for watching.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.